Select all that would have the same value as 43.5 divided by 0.003. I'll give you a second to choose which ones you think have the same value, and then I'll go ahead and go over it with you. All right, so hopefully you paused it there and worked through it. Let's start off with this. I have something that I want to remind you that when we're working with decimals or any division problem in general, really, we can see a division problem as a fraction. So just as an example, 6.2 divided by 1.4 is 6.2 over 1.4. Then we can multiply this expression here by 10 over 10 because we know if we multiply something by 10 over 10 or 1, it's not going to change it. It may change the way it looks, but it's not going to change the actual value because we're really just multiplying it by 1, which changes nothing. If we multiply it straight across, 10 by 10, we get 62 over 14, which is really like 62 divided by 14. So what this tells us is that basically if we can move the decimal on the dividend or the divisor, if we do the same thing to the other number, then our value is still going to be the same. So let's do that on this one here. So let's check this one here, 4.35, we moved the decimal over one spot to the left. So it came from here over here. So if we did the same thing on this one, then we moved it the same amount of times to the left in the same direction. So that means that this one here, this first one, is good. The second one here, we did not move the decimal at all on the first one, and we moved the decimal one spot to the right on the second number. So if we did that, we know that they didn't do the same thing to both sides, which means we're not really multiplying by 1. So that tells us that the second one here is not an equivalent value. Third one here, we move the decimal over 1 to 3 times to the right. So it started at 43.5, 1, 2, 3. Same thing here, if we moved it over 1 to 3 times, that would give us 3, so that tells us that the second number is also an equivalent value. Fourth one here, we're moving the decimal over 1 time to the right, so we're getting 435, and we are moving the decimal 1 time to the right to get 0.03, so that says that this one as well has the same value. And last but not least, we're moving the decimal over 2 times here to get 4,350. If we move the decimal over 2 times, we should get 0.3. So the last one also has the same value. So the only one that does not is this one here because we did not move the decimal the same number of times in the same direction.